Let's dive into a first look. Let's have a look, see what's going on with this game. It's a factory game. I love me some factory games. I played the beta of this. It's actually pretty damn good. And hi guys, just stepping in here. The audio and the visual on this one seems to be a little bit off compared to what I'm normally used to. So I had to change some settings on my recorder and having to change some settings in game just to make sure it's smooth and sounds perfect for the next time. So thank you for sticking with it. It is early access, so you will have to bear that in mind. I don't even know how this plays. So we'll have to see. I feel like scientist would suit us. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say.
Prisoner PO212. Welcome to Arcadia 7.
Ooh, look at all that.
You've chosen to skip the recommended onboarding training.
I believe that's because I got these early supporters pack, by the way,
kind of confidence.
which is like £3.
I'm looking
£2.
forward to working with
Nothing.
you.
Wait, are they linked? Take that one out of there. Okay, they are linked.
Checking the connection.
Item printer.
Over.
Mainframe.
What was that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only S8466, one of your colleagues. You're connected via audio, even when they're not currently active.
When they're not active?
The human brain can't go on for too long without stimulation. When sleeves are sleeping in the regeneration chamber, they get a constant audio and video feed of everything you do. They can also communicate with you. You'll also get this opportunity.
Everything I do?
That's weird.
Relax.
Interesting.
You have nothing to be ashamed of.
So regeneration chambers, this way you can switch. I think you can switch. Oh. Right, let's head outside and see what's going on. Run using shift, like most games. I mean, if you played factory games or any kind of like open world game, a lot of the controls are cross transferable. So essentially, you're a prisoner that's been sent to serve your life sentence or your prison sentence on a planet, grabbing resources for greedy mega corporations. Would you believe it? It's like the plot of God knows how many science fiction films. These are all resources, so let me show you. It doesn't let you harvest it, but there are harvestable resources like these meteorites here, which we're going to dive into now. So, you got these little chunks. Chunks are like chunks. Like that, the different coloured chunks around it. You harvest them for resources. And then you harvest the actual thing, rock itself, and you get a meteorite core. So we've got 7 titanium ore from that. I think this will be another titanium ore. Yes, it will. Or was that 1? Because we already had some titanium ore. 6 wolfram ore, and then some more titanium. I don't know if there's anything on top. Can we get on top? Nope. Then you actually harvest the meteorite itself. Calcium ore, wolfram ore, meteorite heart, and titanium ore. What's that? Storage. Okay. So you do have to also manage your food, your water, your health, and your you do have shields as well. So you have health and shields as well. Now you can get water from...
That's a snack. Acquired.
Hydro bulbs. It's kind of in the title. Hydro. Water. We've grabbed some of these. Just a handful of these. Just while we're working. We've got to level up as well. And we got some fruit. Gonna harvest these. so a bit more resources. And it's kind of like a factory building, like if you ever played Satisfactory, kind of similar to that, where you build factories to automate materials. You get materials out of these areas here to make products to send off to contracts to corporations that are basically you're paying. You make money for them, and in turn you serve out your prison sentence instead of being sat in a prison cell. Because why shouldn't a mega corporation profit from a prison sentence, right? Got that one up there. And we've got the meteorite core, or meteorite heart, I should say. So we are going to look at setting up our first... Oh, you can jump, double jump. Nice. Didn't realise you could double jump. So you've got these, like, here. They are resource nodes. So if I open the build menu, you can start to look at... Yeah, you build a habitat. You can... So if I... how do I get off that again? No. They are Q. So B to build, and then viewports and stuff like that, like airlocks, vertical connectors to make another floor of the habitat, horizontal connectors to make different rooms, corporate terminal where you get your contracts, analyzing station where you put stuff in, and then your basic item printer. Now we do have all of that over there, but as the resources in the factory is going to be over here, we want to make sure that we are relatively close to it all. The map is huge, but we also need to make sure that we have some form of habitat built. Kind of build outside core area. Oh yeah, so we need to build base core, which costs 1 meteorite heart. Now this is basically really important for multiple reasons, but it provides a shield and power. Starting power, I should say. So we want to put habitat module. So if I go on to, so you can raise and lower it, and then you can rotate it if you really want. But we're gonna put it on there because it'll connect directly to the power, like so. And then we're gonna build. Where's the platforms and stuff like that? So that's the rails that the. So use rails and stuff like that. We'll get into building all that in a second. And I can't remember the fight cancel place. So you can build like a big platform if you really want, multiple layers, and you can go up and down, and it's got a lot of verticality to it, which you also have a building material. So as you can see, these are building materials, and that's how you actually build stuff. So build your platforms, build your floors, all that sort of good stuff. We're going to get a basic little factory set up here and just get these bits done. So if I extendable walkway, ladders, safety barriers, pillar supports. So you do. There is also pillar supports, as you can see. But if you're building off the ground, or if you wanted to carry this level outwards forever, like all the way over there, you'd have to start building pillars. So we're just going to make a little. So F is to, what do you call it? Delete, and it's. So it's the controls. Right, so now that we have that, we need an airlock so we can get in and out.
E4101, you look like you're a magnet for trouble.
I won't pretend I'm a saint. I've helped smuggle this and that in my time for those in need.
People like you don't understand order. You just cause more problems for everyone else.
And you always followed orders and ended up in the exact same place as I did. I'd rather not follow anyone and be free.
You know nothing about me.
interesting. So I think, oh wait, we'll get this. We have to put these inside. Can I rotate that? I rotate it that way. There we go. Keep thinking it's escape to back out of that. So if I go to basic item printer, I can make basic materials from wolfram ore and titanium ore, which makes 10. Or you do... Wait. Did I just do that? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. So as you progress through contracts and stuff like that, you will then unlock more stuff. So you can regeneration chamber, med tube, LM station. You know, you can literally choose what you want to unlock. So defense, you want to do pistols, grenades. We'll come into another time why we're going to need grenades and pistols. But as you can see, as you go down, there is defense turrets, defense tower, war bonds. So there's a lot to this game. It's not just a boring factory building game where there's no challenges or whatsoever. There's a lot of challenges that throw a spanner in the works in this game. And this is why when I had a look on the beta before it was early access, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It wasn't a long beta. I think it was like a free weekend or something. If I go in here, put a viewport out, we can see what goes on outside. Like so, maybe on that side as well. You can see what's going on. And if we really wanted to, we could put a vertical connector into there to outside, but we would actually need to build another habitat on top of it, just like that. Or we can put one on the side, but we haven't got the foundation support to do so. And I believe we'd have to get rid of that. Let's just have a quick look at that. So, is it there? I never really got too far in the game, so let's have a look at that, see if that's done it. Oh, it has, yeah, okay, perfect. So you don't build them right up next to each other, you build them sort of side by side and make a connection with that. Cool. Cool, so we've got the starting of our office, which we are going to be accepting the contracts from. So, solar generator, we are going to need solar power. So if how do you do rotate again? So down the bottom there, vertical snap is left alt. So you do that to vertical snap everything. And then T is to R to rotate. Okay. So left alt, we'll put some solar panels down the side of the habitat module, just because I don't think I'm going to be putting a factory right next to the habitat module. Then we'll start with 3 anyway. I can't remember exactly how heavy the power upgrade core. So you can upgrade it to make it bigger and have more strength. And if you deconstruct it, it deconstructs everything for you automatically by the looks of things. So we are going to look at our first factory, which is 80 of these components. And what we're going to need is wolfram ore and titanium ore. We're going to need both. So it highlights for you where you can place them, which is very, very handy. And we're going to choose, we're going to have one there, one there, and then we're going to need to build rails.
I don't get it, Sam. What's so interesting in beetles or flowers?
They're part of the world we live in and are inextricably connected to it. We wouldn't exist without beetles or flowers.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it. Another great day for science.
Let's split that down. And let's just analyze these items. Okay. So as we were before, so I'm going to put that away because we don't need that right now. But what we want to do is build this. We want to build some smelters. So I want to rotate them this way. And building's not stable. Okay. So we do one smelter for that one smelter for that one. Oh, you can copy building. Nice. Very handy. Can I place multiple ones? I've seen people doing it, but I don't know how. Is it? No. So you also do need to connect these for the power to transfer. So if I go down to here, is it? Shallow stairs. There you are. See how the lights come on? Powered. And then from here we're going to need a couple modules for those to feed into. Thankfully, you don't need to build floors for absolutely every item that you're producing. So if I go to the is it smelt there? The smelters, rail, orbital cargo launcher, which we'll put down in a minute. Actually, we'll probably get 2 of those down. If I do them, one there, and then what we're going to do is going to connect. Are we? No, we're not. I'm talking out my backside here. But what we need to do is research manufacturers. Is it in? Oh yeah, choose contract. Here we are. So we need wolf and bar. So we're going to have that one doing wolf and bars. And this one is going to be doing titanium bars. Now, very simply, this is what I like about this game. It is very simplistic for just to get started. We're going to have this one, that one doing wolfram, that one doing titanium. We're going to get rail support from you all the way over to you. I'm going to bring you over to here. Actually, hang on. If I delete that, actually. If I have the rail going from here to there, and that one goes from there to there. So we're gonna get this to extract insufficient power. Wolfram ore. Oh no, sorry, my bad. That's wolfram ore, and titanium ore is that. Game's frozen. There we go. Is that an autosave, maybe? I don't know. No, not that way. Silly. So what we want is titanium ore to come down here as well. So go to here, rail there, connected to that one, jump to Gooden, all that good stuff. Then we're going to need a bit of power. What is our power situation? I think, yeah, we're definitely going to have to put a couple more of these little bad boys in.
So, you were a soldier?
That's right.
Then I have a question. How can you sleep knowing everything you had to do in the name of the IRO?
I don't sleep too well. But not because of the orders I carried out, but...
Very basic, very simple.
Because I didn't.
So even after your sentencing, you're still on their side?
No. I'm on our side. All of us. The side of peace.
Like this.
We
Simple.
are not going to be friends.
And you have to process 200 items of that. And that is a very, very basic initial to unlock first few items. So we're coming to here. So we're going to be unlocking a regeneration chamber to start with for that one. And then... Was it that one or... Was it a fabricator that we're unlocking next? Yes, I think it was the fabricator that we've gone with, so we can actually make more construction parts. You're going to need construction parts if you want to grow your factory and if you want to continue. So you have to automate those construction parts which I showed you here. We've got 1,005 left, and we are going to have to automate that before we can do anything. But Moon Energy is a recipe station. Oh, the map, that would be nice. So, Moon Energy Corporation, Clever Robotics, that's all there. Building drone would be super handy. Multi-rails, super handy. That's like a splitter. Allows for the splitting and merging up to 3 rails, nice. And then Rail Mark 2 for increased speed, cargo dispatcher, cargo receiver. So as you can tell, there is a lot of extendable storage. There's a lot to go into with this, and the game runs really well. I've only got it on high settings just because recording in as highest quality as I can. And as we move on and things stabilize with the patches, because they are releasing quite a lot of patches, as things stabilize, we'll probably up the quality all the way up to 4K. Or I might try 4K on the next video, and we will go from there. I wanted to keep these short and sweet because I'm going to be doing a lot like let's plays, first looks at these games, and we are going to be playing through the game as we go. A complete playthrough of the game, and that was the initial setting up for the first items. So what we'll do is we'll come back when we've unlocked those, and we will go from there. Now, one thing I do just want to go into a little bit, very briefly, is I've just quickly increased production, increased output here. And all I've done is just put one of these rail connectors and split it that way. Now, if you do not have a recipe selected on your smelter or wherever it's going, it will not pull the items down there. It's not like Satisfactory where it'll just automatically fill it all up. If you don't have a recipe selected, it will not pull the items down that track. So you have to make sure that you've always got a recipe selected to actually get it going. But I thought I'd just increase the output of there, because we're doing fine on there. So if I put well, let's not drop it. That probably is not ideal. So split that down the middle for Bob. Oh, if I bob that into there, bob all that into there. Just bob my spare stuff that I'm carrying into there as well. So as this one is full, as you can see, it is sending more. It's got an automatic system, but if one's full, it will automatically send more down the other one, which is really nice. So it stops the whole belt clogging, the whole rail clogging up. So as this is using them, it's then pulling one down the rail, and then until this one gets full, which might not get completely full, but we will see as we progress down here. Why are you not pushing anything out there then? Do I need to reconnect to that? Nope, not that one. Oh, is it because this is full? Oh, this is full. Right, okay, so I need another one of these. That makes perfect sense. So that is for that one. those, and then for this one we want... I know they're not all fully lined up and whatnot, but we'll play with that as we go. We need to increase the power. Let's just add... Nope. No, not that one. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. We're going to increase the power. There we go. So increase the power again. Now, what I want to do is reroute this and this, and then Z.
Hey, S8466, how should I address you?
Sergeant is fine.
You can call me Doctor.
B1690 has a doctorate too.
Yes, but I
So
have
then we're
more.
going to do the same here. Make sure that we get in absolute optimal throughput on these. Well, as optimal as you can in this early stage. So we're going to go from here to there. You can't be placed. Wait, what? Ah, I've done it the wrong way. If I change that and that, put that there, that to there. Oh, I think it was because it was going the wrong way. Yeah, they only go one way like that. That's it. So now, because we've got all of the production going on, yes, I like it. I like it. I like seeing belts move like that. It just tickles something, you know? It just tickles something. So we've got all this going, and we are probably not far off completing that now, but I will bring you back when we complete these. So what seems to have happened is these have stopped producing the materials needed for the smelters, and the smelters have stopped sending the parts. I don't know what all this is. It's just a little bit a little bit of terrain. Okay, they've stopped sending the materials needed to these because inside here I have got more than enough to complete the contract. So we'll only send and they'll only send and they'll only receive items when it needs them or how much it needs of them. For example, it uses like a call system, so it'll say I need, I don't know, 30 parts. That will send 30 parts over to it. You know, it's a very cool little logic system that it uses. I like it. I really do like it. So we are about to unlock these in a minute or two.
And tasks are waiting for you.
There we go. So we have completed that first contract.
Ah, gotcha.
So now, and the other one is just about to be done. Is it?
Excellent.
There we go.
The Selenian Corporation thanks you for your shipment.
So what we do?
Rewards are waiting in the corporate terminal.
So we go in the corporate terminal. Terminal. Claim. So then we can build a regeneration chamber. And then also here we can build a fabricator. Nice. So then if we go back out here, let's have a look, see if we can... So if we continue with that, and then you continue with that as well. And then if you can start with that, so we can get all the unlocks done with the ingots. And as you can see, the factory is spooling up again. It's starting to send all the stuff back out. And even the extractors are starting to send materials out again because there's a requirement at the very end of the production line. So it only sends stuff out to the production line if it's needed. And as you can tell, it's, yeah, it works. It's a really cool system. I like it. I really do like it. So we're now working our way to split that 50-50. Split that into there, so I don't want to be carrying all that around all the time. So we're now working our way towards the next contract, and I will bring you back when we have got those that contract done. I think we're just about to get attacked. Either about to get attacked or something, because it just said prepare yourself for a wave. Just grab some food. So you do get creatures that come and attack you. That come and attack your factory. They don't like you being here. Or is this creatures? Or is this... No, this is the other problem that we face on this. I think it's the other problem that you face on this planet. As the sky is starting to turn a bit. Yeah, the sky is definitely turning a bit. This is not good. So essentially the sun has an absolute fit at the end of every day. And it decides it's going to not explode, but send out huge heat waves, which is why that's there, because it helps cool the factory down after the event. We're going to go inside. We're going inside. We're going inside. Wave warning. There you go. So we're going to watch it from here. Can we crouch? That's a bit better. Kind of. So the sun gets really bright like that, and then it starts going, not supernova, because that would mean it would be blowing up. It starts... Then you get a countdown to get to safety, get inside, basically. A habitat module or the spaceship module will cover you. So when this happens, make sure you are inside. You do not want to be outside in this.
Rupture's eruption has
There we are.
started. Prepare for impact.
And the sound's going a bit weird, but here it comes. If you're outside, if you were outside, you would be absolutely cooked. I think you just turned to nothing. So that happens quite often. To be honest, quite often. So your factory actually stops working as well. Can we go outside yet? Oh, you got to cool it down. Okay. Oh, no. No. We can't go out yet. Okay, we can't go out yet. So we're going to have to wait a bit for it to cool down. It's a little bit too hot out there. Well, I think this is probably a good time where you do all your admin. If you have some. So we've got a fabricator that we can build. As you can see, all the items down on the right here. This is where it starts scaling up on the complexity.
Temperature returning to normal.
Regeneration chamber. Let's get one of those in there.
Printing point has been updated. When you happen to die, I will send your mind here, and this is where your sleeve will be printed.
Nice.
When?
Apologies. If you happen to die.
So here we go. Look, so everything. So you can lower the temperature manually, like so. So basically, by doing that, it activates the cooling system on this. Some of it will be, some of it won't be affected. I think stuff there is a range on it, on the cooling effectiveness, the cooling range of it. So there isn't. That's why you have to have these. And yeah, so I just wanted to show that because that was, yeah, interesting. Right, we are going to, what we'll do is leave it there because, again, as I said before, I don't want to leave these too long, and I think half an hour to 40 minutes is probably long enough for one of these for the first episode. But in the next episode, we'll be coming back and continuing on with all of the good stuff that we are unlocking, expanding the factory. So we've still got Cleverbots to do with personal storage, which we'll be building inside. And from there, we can unlock the recipe station, which we're working on now, and then a pistol, which we're going to be working on now. So we're probably going to get in a bit of combat next time. So if you have enjoyed this one, guys, make sure to subscribe and follow along, as this is a brand new channel, and looking at different games and different aspects of the gaming industry that's out there. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.